I'm Brock Jameson, and I'm accompanied by my co-host Nick Poland. Welcome to the More Than a Game podcast. It's our mission to demonstrate how football is more than a game. Beyond the X's and O's, we plan to discuss how the game of football has an effect on our everyday lives. Nick and I have built a friendship over our common love for football. We want to share our ideas with the rest of the multimedia universe. It's December 1st, Thanksgiving's over.
Yeah.
Did you have a happy Thanksgiving?
No, I didn't. Do I need to ask you?
Yeah. I usually stuff my face on Thanksgiving,
yeah.
and that gives me like a certain amount of despair. But this Thanksgiving I didn't stuff my face, yet I was still filled with despair. And how did that happen? I went to AT&T Stadium to watch the Kansas City Chiefs once again piss the game away against the Dallas Cowboys. I would have much rather stuffed my face
Yeah.
had I known that this was gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh.
Left with a
Man.
different kind of despair.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but hey, that leads us to our first game we're going to review this week. I know we hate to talk about it,
Nick,
but
come on.
but man, that's part of football. You got to go through the ups and you got to go through the downs. We got to talk about this game on both sides.
Well, it's
Let's
time
talk
for
about
our kickoff.
Let's talk about the kickoff.
Segment 1 is our kickoff.
That's
So
right.
for today's episode, we're going to recap the games. Nick already shared the first one we're going to go over.
Yep.
After we recap the games, our between the hashes, the topic we've chosen for our main topic is we're going to pick which team is going to win each division. There's been some very interesting games happening last Sunday that had a big effect on the teams we're going to pick. After that, we're going to go to college football and we're going to give the rundown. There's been some really spicy news in college football, I'm sure you've heard. After that, we're going to give out some bets for this weekend. And after we give the bets, we'll go through our scouting report. We'll pick 5 games to go over this weekend. No need to pick more. A lot of games are starting to weed out as we learn more and more teams that are part of the contention. After that, I have a very brief more than a game moment. And then we'll finish the podcast. So,
Alrighty.
Nick, I'll share because I was there. Dallas Cowboys defeated the Kansas City Chiefs 31-28 in a Thanksgiving showdown. Patrick Mahomes threw for 4 touchdown passes, 261 yards, 0 interceptions, but he did not win the game. He was outperformed by Dak Prescott, who threw 320 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. The Chiefs' offense failed to score in the second and third quarters, allowed Dallas to get back in the game. Kansas City regains the lead in the fourth quarter, 21-20, but it's not enough as they give the ball back to the Dallas Cowboys, who score a touchdown, convert a 2-point conversion to make it 28-21. Chiefs get the ball right back, go 3 and out. So what do? They punt it back to Dallas. And what do you expect Dallas to do? Dallas goes down to kick a field goal because our defense is exhausted. It can't stop a nosebleed. So it's now 31-21 with 4 minutes remaining. Kansas City makes it interesting. Mahomes unlocks his football god complex, which has not been enough this season, unfortunately, but he unlocks his football god complex, launches a pass to Xavier Worthy, who turns the wrong direction. Had a touchdown waiting for him if he would have just turned to the right instead of to the left. But the Chiefs are able to score a touchdown on 4th and goal for the 3rd time. They make it 31-28. They've got all 3 timeouts and they kick the ball back to Dallas with 3 minutes 30 seconds left. But this defense cannot get off the field, and the Dallas Cowboys commit 3 first downs to put this game on ice. They run the clock out. I left at the 2-minute warning because I had a flight to catch. I had to get an Uber from the parking lot, which was absolutely miserable. There was a bunch of people crowded in one place trying to get Ubers and Lyfts, and I eventually got one, but I almost missed my flight. But, one last part from the game. Okay, this narrative that the refs helped the Chiefs, guys, we need to put that to sleep. The Kansas City Chiefs had 10 penalties for 119 yards, 5 pass interference penalties in the second half. That hasn't happened in 35 years. Okay? So I'm here to say it right now. The refs do not favor the Chiefs. Okay? Last Thursday, the refs did not favor the Chiefs. The refs played a very small portion, don't have the entire blame, but the refs have a very small portion in why the Chiefs lost this game.
I agree. I'm never one to blame refs on a loss or the outcome, but they did play a small part. A lot of these calls were very iffy. They were picking on McDuffie all game. He was a little touchy, but come on. Some of these were like, come on. We're playing football,
No,
aren't we?
that last drive, like, I just don't agree with any of those penalties.
I don't. None of them.
That last drive, CeeDee Lamb caught the pass on 2nd and 10 for a first down. They were called for pass interference, but CeeDee Lamb was the one pushing on Trent McDuffie.
Yeah. Yeah. Make it make sense. I don't get it.
Make it make sense. The Chiefs are 6-6 with a point differential of plus 73 in 2025. While in 2024, after 12 games, they were 11-1 with a point differential of plus 54. Make that make sense.
The frickin' defense can't stop anyone on third down. And get this, this defense has not gotten a sack for 11 straight quarters. Can you believe that? They just can't get home. They can't do it. There's a lot of close calls, but when you think they're about to wrap the dude up, no. Whether it's
And
man,
the blitzes just bring too many people open. So anytime they try and blitz, the blitz never works because someone's always open. And the offense is really good at the quarterbacks we've been playing, they're really good at finding that open person. So it's just the sad thing is you'd say it with me, the 2025 Chiefs would beat the 2024 Chiefs.
Yeah, they
in
would.
In a simulated football game. But for some reason, whenever a play needs to be made, they are not making it. They are doing the exact opposite. And in 2024, when you had to make a play to win the game, the Chiefs buckled down and made it. But in 2025, when a play has to be made to win the game, the Chiefs are not making the play, and it's making all the difference in these one-score games. They're not terrible. They don't get dominated, but they just play for 4 quarters, and then they just cannot close out teams.
Yeah, it sucks. Even when you feel hot, like the Chiefs started this game off perfectly. Jalen Watson got that. Yeah, he got that that pick. And
oh my gosh, you can't ask for a better start.
And then Rashee Rice for the touchdown immediately. It was like
second play from scrimmage. An interception on your first drive as a defense, and then your second play from scrimmage, you score a touchdown. Oh my gosh, Nick, you do not want to know how I felt. I wasn't rubbing it in Cowboys fans' faces, thank God, but I was celebrating with the Chiefs fan next to me because I was like, man, we showed up to play today.
Yeah.
Showed up to play for the first quarter. To play for the first quarter. Second and third quarter, you decided not to play, and then you come back for the fourth quarter.
Too late. It's too late. This offense, you can't stop this. That was the problem. We decided to come back, but we weren't stopping this Cowboys offense once they got hot. I mean, Pickens, we held him to his ground for the first half, but in that fourth quarter, once he got hot, he got hot. There was just no stopping them.
I mean, they probably punted one time in the second.
I know it was at least once.
I don't remember any punts, but maybe it's because, 2 touchdowns and a field goal were scored. Oh, 2 touchdowns in the second half. Yeah, they probably punted once.
But yeah, From the Cowboys' perspective, though, I think this is
Yeah, they punted once. It was the
they punted
first
once.
drive of the third quarter. But every
Okay.
drive after that was field goal, touchdown, field goal, end of game.
Yep.
The Chiefs punted 4 times throughout the second and third quarter. And you got to get at least one field goal. Like, come on. I mean, that field goal by Aubrey made all the difference in the game. That field goal in the third quarter. Well, that field goal in the second, I guess. But I mean, I'm saying it was 17 to 14 at half. Both teams scored 14 points. And I mean, it was an amazing game, but the Chiefs lost it.
Yeah. That's the way it went. It sucks because in the fourth quarter they had multiple opportunities to get a turnover. There was that fumble where the football was right in front of, I think, was it Nick Bolton? I can't remember, but it was right in
Yeah,
front of him.
Pickens fumbled it. You're talking about when
Yeah.
Pickens fumbled it.
Yeah, when
See
Pickens
that
fumbled it.
that was the play where that was the play the Chiefs needed to win that game. And I know if they would have picked up that fumble, momentum would have given them the chance to win it. But the ball didn't roll their way. They just unlucky. And Turpin was right there to pick it up. Like Turpin saw it before the Chiefs did. So he was right there to pick it up. I mean, those are the plays in 2024. The Chiefs would have recovered that fumble, right?
Yeah.
And in
Yeah.
2025, the Chiefs are not recovering that fumble. And that's why the Chiefs are losing these games.
Yeah.
So, yeah, enough about that. We all know the Chiefs are 6-6. They don't control their own destiny for that wild card spot. They're going to need a little bit of help, and they're going to have to win out in all likelihood to get that playoff spot. We all know it, but what no one else knows is that the other teams in front of them have a very rough schedule as well. So we have not lost hope. There's still a perfectly fine chance for the Chiefs to make the playoffs. They just It's very simple. Their postseason starts this Sunday. Win every game. It's
Yeah.
not hard. Win
Yeah.
every game, and in the postseason, if you want to win the Super Bowl, win every game. So, what a pleasure we have in starting the postseason in December, as if we haven't played enough postseason games in the past 6 years. We just can't get enough of them. So, our postseason starting early this year.
Absolutely. Yep. And before we move on, I gotta say this to the Cowboys. They put the NFL on notice. I think they're the best team in the NFC East. I'm gonna say that right now. Might be a shocker to some people. I think they're better than the Eagles. They man, they've really come to life this past couple weeks, and I mean, come on. This Cowboys team looks like they could do something.
No, I agree. Um, I've always thought they're a good team, and people said without Micah Parsons they're going to be terrible. But one player, especially on defense, is not going to make that much of a difference.
No,
Um, I mean, their wide receivers, probably behind Chase and Higgins, might be the best wide receiver tandem in the league.
I agree.
And Dak Prescott's a hell of a quarterback. Like no one's going to
He
deny
is.
that. He's
He
always
is.
up there. He's always up there in passing yards.
Every
So
year.
that one stat, passing yards, like he's always right up there. He usually has a good completion percentage as well. He's a great leader. He's been an amazing leader this year. And what they were missing, they got Overshown back as a linebacker, Quinnen Williams. So their front seven is better. Their secondary is still pretty bad, but they held the Chiefs to 28 points. Scored 31 against them. So their secondary obviously is getting better. Held Philadelphia to 21. So yeah, I mean, if
They almost beat
Philadelphia,
Philly twice. They almost did it twice. If you
yeah,
that week, man.
I mean they still have a shot at the AFC, NFC East. It's still pretty far. I mean, since since they have that tie, they would need Philly to lose 2 more games,
Hmm.
and then they would have to win out. So I mean, but if they beat Detroit and Philadelphia drops another game, the NFC East race gets interesting.
It does.
So, all right, who we got next, Nick?
Next, we got the Carolina Panthers, Los Angeles Rams, and guys,
31 to 28.
31-28, another 31-28 game,
That's
but
my favorite football score. It's just so good game, high scoring when it matters most, you know?
exactly. But man, this game, it just I'm gonna say this right now. The Panthers, they're such a weird team because it's like the Panthers play really good one week, then they suck the next week. Then they come back the next week and they play dominant again. And it's like that's why they're around 500 with their
Sounds like
record.
the Chiefs, huh?
Sounds like the Chiefs. Yeah. Yeah, we're moving on. Moving on. um but no, it just really shows how crazy the NFL is this year. Everyone thought the Rams were the best team in the NFL, and Matthew Stafford coming into the NFL with the 28 consecutive touchdown passes with no interceptions, NFL record. And the Carolina Panthers forced him to throw 2 picks, and they got a forced fumble.
Yeah, man. That's
Man,
why they lost the game.
that's why. That is why. They caused Matthew Stafford to make mistakes, and Bryce Young had a pretty solid game, no mistakes, and the Carolina Panthers came on top.
Wow, this game was back and forth. After the first, Carolina had a lead 14-7. LA ties it at 14. Carolina kicks a field goal 17-14. LA scores a touchdown at the end of the half 21-14, 21-17. In the third quarter, Carolina gets a touchdown 24-21. Fourth quarter, LA brings in their fourth touchdown 28-24. And then Carolina gets that touchdown with 6 minutes, 34 seconds remaining. And they obviously play defense and shut down the Rams in that following drive, 31-28.
Yeah. In other words, a good football game. That's a good football game to watch as a fan,
Right.
just an NFL fan.
I agree. Would have been real nice. I have Fox now because my wife started the free trial for the Ohio State Michigan game. So I was able to watch. I would have been able to watch Rams Panthers, is what I'm trying to say. But the freaking Arizona Cardinals were playing Tampa at that time. So that's the game I was given instead. So I didn't get a chance to watch the Rams Panthers.
That's a shame. That's a shame, but yeah, it was a good game, and man, it just shows how close the NFL is this year. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, any of the top 16 teams could win it.
It's crazy. It's so true. Like right now, we were just saying before the podcast, the Patriots are kind of showing they are kind of the top dogs right now because they're dominating every week. They're currently destroying the New York Giants. So, yeah, but outside of that, the Broncos are good. The Jaguars are good. The NFC, you got the Panthers are good. The Rams are good. The Seahawks are good. But any of these teams can beat anyone. So, yeah, you're right. Any of these 16 teams, yeah. Or is it? It's 14. 14 teams, yeah.
Yeah, I meant like because the teams that are playoff contenders.
Yeah, the contenders as well.
There's gonna be some teams that get snubbed this year from that wild card. I mean,
Especially
it's
the
just
NFC. The NFC has so many teams, and it's like they're not all going to make it. They're just not.
yeah,
But
you're right. I mean, the AFC, I feel that way too. The Chiefs are one of those teams that might not make
they
it.
are.
But yeah, we got to move on to our next game.
We got to. So, yeah, for the final game to go over, I have the Denver Broncos, Washington Commanders, Sunday night football thriller. It was a lot closer a game than a lot of people thought it would be, and the Commanders almost pulled it off. They almost did. Marcus Mariota played with absolute confidence, and the Broncos, they kind of had control most of the game. They had a pretty good lead there, 20-14. Then the Commanders came back. They kicked a field goal to go up 7. They were building up. They were still down 17-20. Then they kicked a field goal as time expired, went into overtime. Man, Mariota was playing so solid. Whether it was fourth down or whatever, he was just nailing Zach Ertz all game. Zach Ertz had over 100 yards, 106 yards, I believe, and man, almost had it, but that Denver defense, Benito, they paid the man. He got it done. It was a good game. I kind of wish for I was hoping for a different outcome, but hey, it was a solid game as an NFL fan.
Yeah. I mean that running back was wide open.
He was wide open.
Like McLaurin or something like that. I can't remember
Yeah.
his name.
Yep.
No, McLaurin is the wide receiver.
McLaurin,
No,
yeah, Terry McLaurin is the wide receiver.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of that running back's name for Washington. Like McNichols. Jeremy McNichols was wide open. It's just that, Mariota should have pump faked or something, rolled
Mm-hmm.
out to the right, but he just saw an open McNichols and threw it. But, the moment he started throwing that ball, Nick Bonito just, you know, shot like a gun, shot like a bullet out of a gun, just like emerges out of nowhere and just swats that thing out of the middle of the air. It was like a rejection of a basketball shot. I mean, the way he went up for that thing, that was pure athleticism, great hustle, great defense, all around a great play.
Yeah.
A game saving play.
Yeah. It was. It's just man, and you did make some points that while it was a smart move in my opinion going for the win, there was a case to be made that they could have just kicked the extra point.
So, yeah, back to that. I mean, everyone and their dad and their mom was feeling, yep, go for two. And no one will discourage their decision, especially because, I mean, Denver was moving the ball at will, especially in overtime. They scored that touchdown at the speed of light. So it made sense to go for two. But they had two timeouts, 3 minutes, 30 seconds, as well as the 2 minute warning. They could have played it safe. They could have kicked a field goal and then tried to force a punt. But it's probably not going to happen. Denver probably would have been able to kick a field goal, but in hindsight, you just wonder. I mean, if they got the 2 point conversion, you're not going to ask this question. So I still respect the decision 100% to go for two, but something could have been said about the fact that they really could have kicked it. And if they could have, tried to play some good defense and get that ball back. But let's be honest, Denver was probably going to kick a field goal to win. You just never know.
Yep, for sure. But
Which is why you go for two. I mean, because you never know. I
yeah.
mean, you might have a very great play call that's going to stump them.
Mm-hmm. Almost did, almost, but no. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Oh well. But there's one play I do want to kind of put out there. The Traylon Burks touchdown catch, channeling his OBJ. That's the catch of the year right there. What a highlight reel. So
Puka Nakua had a good catch.
he had a good catch too. This one might outshine that, but those were both good catches. Yeah.
What's his name?
Traylon Burks. Yeah, it was a phenomenal catch. It gives the Odell Beckham Jr. catch a run for its money. Actually,
Do you hear that?
I don't know.
Okay, just a moment.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, that is a showstopper right there.
That is.
Definitely a showstopper. I gotta say, like, with those catches, you never actually catch the ball with one hand, but what you do is you get a hold of it with one hand and then you bring it somewhere that you can pin it to yourself.
Exactly. You will never see an NFL player catch it and just hold it there. It
Right.
just doesn't happen. It doesn't.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even Odell, I mean, every time they do get the one hand, I mean, what they do is like once they've just got a hand on it, they'll obviously like bring it to their chest. So it's like using the body in a way. But
Absolutely.
still a very impressive catch with that coverage. So
Yeah.
Denver moves to 10-2 and atop the AFC with New England, and then
Back to
Washington is
20.
3-9 and probably out of playoff contention.
Yep. We're back to 2013. Patriots Broncos at the top.
I know, and Colts.
Yeah.
When the
And
Colts were up
Colts,
there too,
yeah.
it was like the Andrew Luck, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning era. It
Yeah,
was it
yeah,
was like go back in your time capsule 10 years. I mean,
yep.
yeah, well, those are our 3 games we're covering. So, now we're gonna predict who's gonna win each division. We'll start with the NFC. Nick, who's gonna win the NFC North?
Well, I think it should be pretty obvious. No one has been talking about them, and surprisingly, at 9-3, nobody is still talking about them, even though they just beat
The
the
defending
Eagles.
Super Bowl
Yeah,
champions.
and they did it by double digits, and it's like, come on, guys, give the Bears some love.
Give them their flowers, man.
Yeah, I mean, come on, people are still hating on them, and it's like, no, the Packers are overrated. The Lions might not make the playoffs, and yeah, the Chicago Bears will win the NFC North this year. They will host a football game at Soldier Field.
I mean, I can't help but agree with you. Like, they're the Packers are gonna make it interesting. Do they play the Packers? They gotta
Um,
play them. They gotta play them one more time.
as I believe they've played once. They might have one more matchup. Yep, it's next week actually
Man,
in Lambeau. In Lambeau,
nah, dude, they play twice. They
twice.
have.
I still
That's why. I mean, so we'll see what happens when they play Green Bay. So yeah. Gosh. I mean, I still think they're better because they just beat the Eagles and the Packers lost to the Eagles. So if you're gonna go off common opponents, then yeah, the Bears are better. So I'll still say Bears as well, but I think Green Bay gets a game from them,
yeah, they might
which
split.
which is gonna make the race very interesting.
It'll be fun.
All right. Next up is the NFC South.
You want to go
I
first? Go ahead. You know you want to say it.
let's take a look at the standings right now before I say anything. um, Tampa sitting at 7-5. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Carolina is 7-6. Let's look at Tampa's remaining schedule.
They play the Panthers twice. That's what it's gonna come down to is those games.
Yeah. Oh man, Tampa's got such a weak schedule. Let's see what Carolina's got. Carolina's still got Seattle. Oh man. But they only got 4 games left, so they got that working out for them.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, Carolina needs to sweep Tampa in order to win. Because I mean, I'm just gonna project that they lose to Seattle, but you never know.
They
Um,
beat the Rams, so who
if
knows?
Rams
Who
beat
knows?
Seattle, Rams beat.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'll say it. I'll make it interesting. Give me the Carolina Panthers to win the NFC South.
Yep. I'm gonna agree with you. I think it's the Panthers. The Bucks, they've been going down a slope lately. They're losing games. Like, yeah, the Panthers aren't on a winning streak. They did lose to the 49ers a week and a half ago, but they they pull off such impressive wins every other week. So part of me believes that these Panthers, if the Bucks just don't get better, if they don't figure it out, I think the Panthers can sweep Tampa Bay. And if they do that, they will win the South. So I'm gonna go with my gut here and say the Carolina Panthers. And it's crazy because we thought Tampa was like one of, if not the best team in the NFC at one point. But yeah.
Yeah. Next up we got the NFC East, and let's look at Philadelphia's schedule.
It's hard. It's
Not
very hard.
really.
It's
They've only
kind of
got
hard.
they've only got LAC and the Bills, and then 2 games against Washington and the Raiders, man. Nah, man, Philadelphia's gonna win it. Dallas will lose one more game at least. And then, I mean, which Dallas would have to go perfect anyways. So I'm gonna go
And
give me Philadelphia to win the NFC East.
Cowboys, it's like the only thing in the Cowboys' way right now is the Lions next week, which I think the Cowboys are better than the Lions. And after that, it looks like they could win out. And the Eagles, they're a decent team, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think the Eagles, I don't know which one it is yet. It could be the Chargers if Herbert's playing, but they will lose 2 games, and I expect the Dallas Cowboys to win the division. They're just playing, they're so hot right now. This team's so good, and yeah, if the Eagles, they just lose 2 games, I think that's all it's going to take. So I will take the Cowboys.
They also do have an easy schedule.
They
But
do.
like I said, Philadelphia has to lose 2 games. Who are they losing to?
If Herbert's
Buffalo?
in Buffalo, I think because it's in Buffalo and the Bills in Orchard Park, they're such a different team.
Yeah, you're
They're
right about
hard.
that. You're right about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Yeah. The lead's too big.
that's fair.
They need to lose 2 games. Yeah, and Dallas would have to win out. Yeah. I just don't see Philly losing 2 more games. All right. NFC West. Here's a good one. There's honestly 3 teams that could win this, Nick. You go
Yeah.
first.
I'm gonna state my prediction a few weeks ago. I know the Rams beat the Seahawks after I stated the Seahawks are a better team, and I still stand by it. It was 1 game. The Rams just lost to the Panthers, and they turned the football over 3 times. The Seahawks are the most complete team in this division, and Sam Darnold will lead them an NFC West title. I will take the Seahawks in a very, very, very close race. It's going to be tight between all 3 of these teams. Give me the Hawks.
Gosh, that game's gonna be Sunday Night Football, Seahawks Rams
The
for the
rematch,
NFC
yeah.
West. Yeah.
I think the Hawks win this one. It's going to be split.
It's at Seattle.
Yeah.
I'm looking at No, it's not. Sorry, I was looking at the Niners schedule when I said that.
It's
Niners
not on Sunday night? Oh.
No, well the Niners are with the Seahawks, so it won't be on Sunday, is all I'm saying. Yeah, so I was what a dingus. I was looking at the wrong schedule. Take a look at the Rams. Man, the Rams still got Detroit, which man, they cannot beat Detroit for their life.
No.
The
They play
Rams
the Seahawks on Thursday Night Football.
and the Rams still got 2 Cardinals games left.
Yeah.
Got that going for them. Monday Night Football game.
Yeah.
No, I think I like the Rams too much to pick against them, and you think the Seahawks are going to win, so we're just going to stay divided in this one way. Give me the Rams to win the NFC West. I picked the Rams to win that game a couple weeks ago, so I'm just sticking with them to win the division.
You gotta stick with it. Yeah. It's just one of those things. It's one of those things you could kind of hold over the other person.
It's just we're both just gonna be like, well, I still am riding with this team.
Yep. No, I feel good about it. So yeah.
Next up, we got the AFC North, and Nick. I'm stealing this one from you, but
I think you're gonna take my answer here. I already think I know what you're doing. Just say it. Say it.
Cincinnati's gonna take it, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how this is gonna happen, but they're too damn good with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. They're way too good to lose a division like the AFC North. I mean, put them in like the NFC West, put them in the NFC North, but like, man, this division is complete garbage, and that's just good enough for them to win it.
It's the truth, and they dominated the Ravens on Thanksgiving. If they do it again, they're winning the North. This Bengals team, they're so good. They're so good. I mean, their toughest game is next week against the Bills, and if they pull that off, I fully expect them to win this division, and I do. The Steelers, they're falling apart. Aaron Rodgers is calling out his teammates. The Ravens, they're just, they got Lamar Jackson. They're just not complete. They don't have a full roster. This Bengals team with Joe Burrow, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm taking the Bengals.
The Bengals. Yeah, they've got one more divisional game against Cleveland, one more against Baltimore. I mean, they're 4-8. I mean, Baltimore's got a tough schedule.
Yes.
I think Baltimore's got Green Bay and New England.
New England, yeah.
So like, there's 2 losses, and if Cincinnati beats them again, I mean, let's see who Cincinnati's got. Cincinnati's got a pretty favorable schedule.
Yeah.
Um, it's crazy because people were saying it was crazy for Joe Burrow to come back in that Thanksgiving game. Well, Cincinnati's got Buffalo, so Cincinnati's got to beat Buffalo on Sunday. But
Yeah.
like, I mean, we all know that can happen. So
I'm
they've basically beat them the last 3 times.
yeah,
Technically only twice the last,
technically.
but they
Yep.
basically have beat them the last 3 times they've played them. So,
Yeah. And that playoff game a few years ago, it wasn't even close.
well,
Like,
I'm counting that one.
yeah,
They beat them in
I'm
the
counting,
playoffs. They beat them in
but it wasn't even
23.
close. Yeah.
2023 it was on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
And I mean, they could have beat them again in 2022, but the game was
Yeah.
canceled for
Yep.
reasons we don't need to discuss.
Correct.
But yeah, no, I mean Cincinnati, like teams like Kansas City, just dominates Baltimore. Cincinnati dominates Buffalo. I mean, it's just there are some AFC dogmas we all know, and one of them is that Cincinnati dominates Buffalo.
Yeah. It is what it is. Man.
I said I was on Baltimore for so long, but gosh, if they would have just won that game Thursday, Baltimore probably would have won this division.
Yeah.
But now that Joe Burrow came back, man.
Yeah. It's wild.
All right, AFC South. This is a good one because, I mean, there are 2 teams that are probably going to win it. There's a third team that has a shot. Nick, who you got winning the AFC South?
Well, I don't think they're anybody's favorite to start the year, but I actually have the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's crazy because they start off hot, which they usually always do, and people expect them to fall apart. We're still waiting for them to fall apart. They just won't do it. They keep winning these games one way or another, and they're gonna end up doing it for 5 more weeks. And they play the Colts twice. I expect Jacksonville to win this division, hands down. I actually don't even think it's that close. Yeah, looking at the Colts schedule,
Jacksonville's got another Houston. No, they're done with Houston.
they're done with Houston. Yeah, they won both of them.
Well, they got 2
No, they
Colts
lost
games.
one. They tied. They
They got
split
2
those.
Colts games
Yep.
left. Well, they got Denver though. Man, the 2 teams who just keep miraculously winning games are going to face each other,
Yeah.
and one of them's going to lose.
Yep. It's
Um,
crazy. It's just the Colts have such a tough schedule. I actually
so
expect them to fall apart.
Jacksonville's got 2 Colts games. Let's see what Indianapolis has got going on.
All their games
Indy,
are tough. All of them.
Jags, Hawks, Niners, Jags, Texas. Dang.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, give me Jacksonville.
Yep.
I mean, they're technically leading it if the season ended today. So if the season was 5 games, which are these next 5, I think
Yeah.
I think Jacksonville would win that too. So it's like, yeah, give me
Yep.
Jacksonville.
Yep.
um, AFC East. Okay, I'm gonna say a very surprising thing, and that New England is gonna win that division.
Yeah.
Such a surprise.
Yeah, no one's expecting it. Yeah, I'm shocking the world right now. The
10
New
and
England
2,
Patriots
dominating the New York Giants as we speak. Who would think that they're gonna win that division?
to start the year. Nobody. Yeah, look at them now. Yeah, Patriots.
Yeah, I mean they got New York and Miami to finish the season. Between Buffalo and Baltimore, they just need to win one of those games.
Yeah.
Between Buffalo and Baltimore. And I mean, Baltimore doesn't do good against bully ball. And the New England Patriots play bully ball. I mean, they line up right in front of you and they knock the
Yeah.
crap out of you. And I mean,
Yeah.
that's a team that Baltimore doesn't play well against.
I agree.
All right, we saved the best for last, the AFC West.
You can say it. I have no interest in saying it.
Denver Broncos are going to win the AFC West.
They would have to go 1-4 at the very least to. Well, no, not technically with the Chargers, but they'd have to lose at least 3 games to give it up to the Chargers, and it's just not happening.
Let me take a look.
And the Chargers would have to win out, and the Chargers have a tough schedule. And the only way the Chiefs win this division is if the Chiefs win out and the Broncos go 1-4, and that's not happening.
The Broncos have got Vegas, they got the Packers, they've got Jacksonville, they've got the Chiefs, they got the Chargers.
They're all tough, but they'd have to lose all 4 of those just
Well,
to make it somewhat
they
interesting.
would beat Vegas in theory, and then they would lose the last 4 games of the season. Yeah, probably not happening.
No.
Nope. Yep. Yeah, the Denver Broncos are going to win this division. So that kind of caps it off for our division. A little bit later, we'll talk about that wild card race and see where it stands. But that's not fun to talk about till the last 2 weeks of the season. That's when it really gets interesting.
Absolutely.
So we'll move on to college football, where the most important thing from the weekend, the Ohio State Buckeyes got this huge monkey off their back. They defeated their arch rivals, the Michigan Wolverines, 27-9. And there was a controversial play on a catch with Jeremiah Smith. Some people were considering it to be a fumble out of the back of the end zone, but I don't know how you can call it a fumble if it never even left his arms.
Yeah.
So, if it touched the ground, maybe it'd be a different story, but it never left the guy's arms. Why are people being
it's
stuck up pricks acting like that should have been overturned? Okay, you watch it live and it's obviously a touchdown. Okay, you watch it as a highlight from 1985 and you're like, yeah, that play goes down in history, one of the greatest catches of all time. But for some reason in 2025, you have the nerve to look at the replay and be like, he didn't actually catch it, and it's like, yeah, he did.
He did.
I don't know how you can take a touchdown away from that play. I just do not understand.
It's annoying. People are just mad because the Ohio State Buckeyes proved who the best team in college football was. They proved they are better than Michigan. That's right, this team.
Well, we don't know about Indiana. Indiana's
that's
going to
be a good game.
That game next Saturday will prove who is the number one.
It is.
Whoever wins that game will be number one going into the college football playoff. But yeah, you're right. People are just upset, but it's like when you review in baseball if someone touched first base on a home run. It's like, get over it. It's like, why are you just gonna get so mad about this technique? People would rather watch plays get overturned that good teams make rather than watch their own teams make those plays. You'd rather sit and watch the refs bail you out of these plays than just go and beat a team on your own merit. Okay? We're saving this for a main topic in the future because this happens way too much. We are saving this main topic next week. We already know. All right.
Yeah.
But that happened. Ohio State beats Michigan for the first time since 2019. The game was canceled in 2020, but Michigan had won in 21, 22, 23, and 24. So Ohio State was clearly the better team. Even if that Jeremiah Smith play was overturned, Ohio State still would have won the game. Michigan didn't even score in the second half. So yeah, no,
Ohio State's defense. They destroyed Bryce Underwood this game. He went 8 for 18 for 63 yards and a pick. Ohio State's defense was awesome. One of the best.
The true freshman in Bryce Underwood. Let his colors show.
Yeah.
Let his colors show in that game.
And then at the end, Michigan, they had to, instead of leaving the field at the end of the game, they had to go around their logo to stop Ohio State from planting their flag on the M. Because they wanted to.
That was the right move. They did it. They did it in Ohio Stadium last season. So,
they did.
They know they deserve it, so that's why they were defending it,
Yep.
So,
Exactly.
then we had, Ole Miss beat Mississippi State, Notre Dame beat Stanford, Miami beat Pittsburgh. I mean, no other teams, every other team won that needed to. Kansas almost beat Utah.
Oh,
Um, so Utah stays in contention, but I don't think Utah will grab one of those spots. Alabama had a very close game against Auburn, and Auburn was driving at the end of it to tie it, but Alabama, I believe, recovered a fumble to win the game 27-20.
it was
I can't
close though.
I can't think of any other rivalry week games.
No, I can't either.
I mean, Georgia beat Georgia Tech pretty easily. Indiana beat Purdue. I think there was an ACC team that like could have went to the championship had they won the game, but they lost it. It was SMU. SMU lost to Cal. Two teams that like really aren't ACC at all, but just wound up in the ACC. Oh, Texas beat Texas A&M. So
That's right.
Texas A&M no longer gets to play for the SEC championship, and um, Texas makes a case to be considered for the college football playoff. But man, with 9-3, it's tough. But man, Texas has more wins against quality opponents than like Notre Dame, Miami. Yeah, Texas. I mean, if we're being honest, Texas belongs in there, but they're probably not going to get it.
They won't.
Um, Arizona beat Arizona State in the Territorial Cup. Doesn't really have an effect on the college football playoff. That's just, two of my home teams once again.
Yeah.
Yeah, Texas beat Texas A&M in what was one heck of a game. Texas had a lead for the majority of it and ended up winning 27-17. Well, sorry, Texas A&M was up 10-3 at half, but Texas dominated the second half, scoring 24 points to win it 27-17.
Yeah. Total shocker.
This weekend for games, we got Indiana and Ohio State in the Big Ten championship. ACC championship is Virginia versus Duke. Sadly enough, the winner of that game will go to the college football playoff. We've got Tulane and North Texas. They're playing in the American Championship, and the winner of that game will go to the college football playoff. Because the circle of five, I can't remember what you call it, but they always get one team to represent in the
Mm-hmm.
college football playoff. So the winner of North Texas Tulane will most likely have the chance of going in the college football playoff. Gosh, the ESPN app is so ridiculous sometimes.
Georgia, Alabama's a good one.
Yeah, so we've got the winner of North Texas Tulane, who will more than likely be selected to be in the college football playoff. We've got the Big 12 championship, which is BYU Texas Tech. A lot of people in the college football playoff would really like for Texas Tech to win that game, so the BYU falls out of contention. Um, and then I saved the best for last. Alabama is facing Georgia in the SEC championship. Two teams that are, I don't know, it's really weird. Texas A&M and Ole Miss are locked in. But for some reason, if Alabama loses this game, are they not a part of it? It's just so wild. You know,
I
you
don't think they are.
but they earn the right to play in their conference
They did.
championship. So you'd think that this 13th game wouldn't matter, and if they're in now, they should already be in. I mean, they've beat Georgia. They've beat. I guess they haven't really beat anybody else. Now that now that I think about it. So yeah, I mean, I guess Alabama needs to win this game simply because they lost to Florida State. I mean, they beat Tennessee, they beat Vanderbilt. Golly, they had a really rough 5-game stretch against
They
Georgia,
did.
Vanderbilt, Missouri, Tennessee, and they beat everybody. Like if that's not enough to go to the college football playoff, I don't know what is.
Yep. It's a cruel world.
So,
And it's sad. I don't think they're gonna beat Georgia either, so it's unfortunate for Alabama, but
I mean, Georgia hasn't beat Alabama in the longest time, dude. You
Their
don't know this about
defense.
college football. You don't know this about, but Kirby Smart's Achilles heel is that he is not able to beat the Alabama Crimson Tide. And so I just wouldn't be so certain. Georgia's the better team, but the thing is, Alabama usually wins this game.
Usually, but man, it's
I
just
think
Georgia
Georgia's
has
good
the
to go.
fourth ranked defense in all of college. I mean, I think they're going to give Ty Simpson a rough day personally. I know the history speaks for itself, but everything in me is just saying Georgia.
I mean, Alabama needs this game to go to the college football playoff,
That's true.
and Georgia really doesn't need this game. And I think for that reason, Alabama's going to come out and play, and Georgia's not.
Good point.
It's so weird how Georgia is locked in, Ole Miss is locked in, A&M is locked in because they all went 11-1. But for some reason, Alabama, the team that went 10-2, has earned the right to play in this championship game and might fall out of playoff contention by losing this. It just makes no sense. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
um, let's take a look at our 12 teams. The ESPN app is giving me so much trouble right now. It's not very user friendly. Sometimes you can't get where you need to go. Wow, New York Giants came back. It's 30-15. They made it interesting is all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, you could call that interesting, I guess. New England's at the 5-yard line, so we'll see.
Probably kick a field goal. It's 4th and goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. While we're waiting to discover our teams, also important to know, Ole Miss coach Lane Kiffin moves to LSU. And the thing is, with how, for some reason, I don't know why teams can't wait till after the season is over, but Lane Kiffin is no longer the coach of Ole Miss.
You're already
And
so close. I just don't get it.
I just like, if I was Lane Kiffin, I would say, like, oh, why don't you let me wait until the season's over to make a decision? They probably gave him the ultimatum with all that money on the line, and he just chose to go for the money at the end of the day. Sad thing is, I mean, Ole Miss is not going to, be able to play in the playoffs. So they're not going to be able to play with Lane Kiffin. I mean, they're not going to be as good of a team because of it. I like Ole Miss. I think, I mean, had they just beaten Georgia, they would obviously be number one in the country had they just beaten Georgia. They lost pretty handily to Georgia. It was like a 2-score game.
Yeah,
So, but I like Ole Miss, and I mean they still have a chance to win the college football playoff.
they
Let's
might.
see here. Let's count down the 12 teams. We got Ohio State. We got Indiana. Georgia is a lock. Oregon is a lock. I mean, I guess Texas Tech is a lock at number 5, probably. Ole Miss is a lock. A&M is a lock. People are saying Oklahoma is a lock at 10-2.
I don't know. I don't know
They beat
about that.
Alabama. I mean, that's the
They
only
did
reason.
beat Alabama.
That's the
They
only
did beat
reason they're
Alabama.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Oklahoma has nothing to do. So, like, you either take them right now at number 8 or you screw them over and keep them out of it. Like, I mean, so those top 8 teams, I mean, they're going to get in. So here's where it gets interesting. The winner of the ACC championship, probably Virginia, but maybe Duke. That's the 9th team. You've got a Power 5 representative, okay, which is probably going to be Tulane or North Texas. I mean, whoever wins that game. I guess James Madison could get it too. It's the highest ranked team. But so I guess it's either James Madison, North Texas, or Tulane. So that's team number 10. Then you have got 2 spots, okay, for 5 teams. It's Notre Dame, Alabama, BYU, Miami. Vanderbilt's probably out of it.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 spots for 4 teams, okay? Let's say Alabama beats Georgia, which I'd like to think they will. That makes 11. I mean, yeah. Notre Dame, BYU, and Miami are just hoping Alabama loses to Georgia, gets knocked out.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, Miami's got to like their odds against BYU. So it's basically There's 10 teams. Alabama controls their own destiny to become the 11th team. And then for that 12th team, it's between Notre Dame, Miami, and BYU. Notre Dame and Miami are just praying BYU loses to Texas Tech. That's what they're praying about. And then it's a fight between Notre Dame and Miami. Notre Dame and Miami are praying Alabama loses to Georgia so that those two teams can just make it in. Because if Alabama wins and if BYU happens to beat Texas Tech, and then, Notre Dame, Miami, one of those teams is going to be out. And I mean, a civil war is going to be started if Notre Dame is. I mean, you can't cheer for college football anymore. Like a team like Notre Dame gets such a big bias that they get
Mm-hmm.
elected over a team they lost to.
Yes, yes.
It's just,
I agree. It's annoying.
it's actually happened before.
It has.
In 2016, Ohio State was elected over Penn State, even though Penn State beat them, and Penn State won the Big Ten championship. For some stupid reason, Ohio State was elected to go to the college football playoff in 2016 just to get walloped by Clemson, 31-0. I mean, it's just a very example in the past of how it's happened. I mean, it might happen again with Notre Dame getting elected over Miami. I mean, Notre Dame has better losses, but it's like that team beat that. Why do we play games if you beating this team doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would hope if Alabama and BYU both win, I would hope Miami gets that spot.
You would hope so. Yeah.
I mean, Texas, like I said, Texas beat Vanderbilt. Texas
Mm-hmm.
has beaten Texas A&M. Texas beat Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
They beat 3 teams in the field. Texas has beat Ohio State, Oklahoma, and Texas A&M. Yeah, they've beaten 3 teams in the field, and they're probably not going to get in. So,
Yeah.
heck, put Texas over Miami in all honesty.
Yeah, I think that'd be fair. I think that'd be fair, but it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
It's the right thing to do, but I mean, does Miami have any wins against the field? Miami's only beat Notre Dame, and if you're going to put Miami in, Notre Dame's not in the field. Yeah, I mean, Alabama has 1 win against the field, so they deserve that against Georgia. But I'm saying between Notre Dame, BYU, Miami, Vanderbilt, and Texas, those are 5 teams. There's only 1 team that has victories against the field. It's Texas. Oh yeah, and they have 3 of them. So yeah, give me Texas. Yeah. So we're done talking about college football. We know where everything stands. It's time to move on to your best bets. Let's take a look at a spread bet.
Yep. I'm gonna have the Jags cover the spread. They're 1.5 point underdogs against the Colts. I'm gonna take the Jags to cover that.
Give me New England to cover the spread against the New York Giants.
That's this week. Man.
No, I like the Dallas Cowboys to cover the spread against the Detroit Lions. All right, for a total.
Yeah. Cowboys Lions over 53.5. Just makes sense.
Yeah,
High scoring game.
Cowboys Chiefs put up 59, so Cowboys Lions could probably put up that much.
Yeah,
Let's
I'd
be
think so.
honest.
Yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles, LA Chargers, Monday night, Disney Plus game with Monsters Inc. I am so happy to tune into that. I know I'm a big Monsters Inc. fan.
Yeah.
I'm a big of all Disney Pixar characters, James P. Sully, that's my guy. Like I was Sully for Halloween this year. I was the Joker on this podcast, but I was Sully. I've got a Sully costume. So either way, I mean that's just a side hustle. I mean that's a tangent. But give me under. So it's under 41 points for the Eagles Chargers.
Heck yeah.
Justin Herbert's injured. Eagles offense is in a bad place. So yeah, give me that one. Under for Eagles Chargers. Next
Yeah.
up we got a player prop.
Yeah. Give me Josh Allen to have 2+ touchdown passes against Cincinnati. I saw that and I was like, yeah, it's a simple one. Cincinnati's a good team with Joe Burrow, but their defense is still not that good. I'll take Josh Allen to get those 2 touchdown passes.
All right, give me DeAndre Swift anytime touchdown for the Bears Packers game.
Heck yeah. Plus 183. Yeah.
Yep. All right.
I like
Next
it.
up, we got the scouting report for this week. Who plays on Thursday Night Football? Don't tell me. Oh, it's Cowboys Lions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Cowboys are trending upward and the Lions are trending downward. And if you ask me, that continues. Give me the Dallas Cowboys 31-28. Well, Detroit
that
doesn't
final
kick any
score.
field goals, so.
No, they don't. They don't. But no, yeah, I think it's pretty similar. The Lions defense just isn't that good, so I'm going to take the Cowboys 29-28. 1 point game. 1 point game.
Go for two at the end or an.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
that's a Dan
A
Campbell
2 point
move.
conversion.
That's a
Yeah.
Dan, but you're saying the Cowboys are going to do
The
it.
Cowboys do it. Beat him in his game. Yep. Yep.
Sunday Night Football, we got Kansas City Chiefs against the Houston Texans, a must-win game for both teams.
Yeah. Gonna be tough with some starting offensive linemen out for the Chiefs, but they're coming in with playoff mentality and they're playing in Arrowhead where they're 5-1. They're just a different team at home, and I will take the Chiefs to win 2016. 20-16, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, man. I mean, if I'm a betting man, which is how we got to be on this podcast, no bias.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, the Texans just beat the Colts. They beat them better than the Chiefs did. I mean, without the tackles, I mean, the Chiefs with that pass rush, I mean, they're toast.
Yeah.
Give me Houston. It'll be close, but I'll go on the other side. I'll say 20-16 Texans.
Yeah.
We got Eagles Chargers Monday Night Football. We got that ESPN or that Disney Plus game where it's gonna have Monsters Inc. characters. I'm so excited for that. I might be on a plane, but I'll have to find a way to pay for Wi-Fi and watch that because I'm not missing this Monsters Inc. game. So,
Where are you going?
well, I'll be in Vegas for
I'll be in Vegas.
for a funeral.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, Herbert's injured. I keep picking the Eagles, but they keep losing though. But it is at SoFi. But
It is.
it's bad to pick the Eagles one week and then not pick them again. You'd like to think they're going to win this one. So yeah, give me Eagles 26-20.
Yeah. Rivers hurt. He hurt his left hand, but there's one game I remember in 2022, week 2, the Chargers played the Chiefs and Herbert late in the game hurt his hand and he toughed it out. He should have left the game and he was in so much pain and he made some incredible throws and it's like, who says it's going to be different this time? He broke bones in his left hand. I think Herbert wants to play football. And both teams, they're just, I could see either team losing. It's going to be so close. Herbert will play. It'll make it a close game. Yeah, it won't be quite enough. Eagles 22-21. And a close one.
NFC North showdown. Chicago Bears face the Green Bay Packers. I think at Lambeau Field, I think the Packers take this one. I mean, it's gonna be ugly, but give me the Packers 17-14. I mean, the Bears have won a lot of games recently. I mean, I think they've won like 8 straight. And I mean, don't get me wrong, Chicago, you'll still win the division and you'll get Green Bay when it's at Soldier Field, but this one in Lambeau, give me Green Bay.
You nailed it. And I gotta say this right now. What is it with you stealing my final scores? I was literally going to pick 17-14 Green Bay, and this is the second week in a row we've done that. And yeah, I can't pick the final score. That final score anymore. I just can't do it. So I'm just gonna say 18-15. Make it a little more odd. Packers in Lambeau.
Next up, we got the 1-11 Tennessee Titans facing the 3-9 Cleveland Browns. Totally kidding. We're not doing that. I mean, we could, in all honesty. It is the toilet bowl. So,
Miles
but
Garrett
no.
getting closer to that all-time sack record.
I think Saints are scheduled to play Titans like the second to last week of the season.
They are. Yeah.
That's the real toilet bowl.
That's a game for the ages right there.
I
Let's
want to
go.
watch it, honestly. That'd be a good game to drink with.
It would be.
All right. Another do or die in these AFC wildcard division races. Pittsburgh Steelers facing the Baltimore Ravens for the first time this season. Nick, who you got?
I got the Ravens. I think the Steeler team, they might win one more game all year for the rest of the season. It's just, again, Aaron Rodgers calling out his teammates. That's such horrible leadership. You don't do that. And this team's falling apart. I'm going to take the Ravens, and I think it's a bit of a blowout, 30-14.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there, man. I just can't pick Pittsburgh to win a game. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I mean, they've won 6 somehow, but I just cannot pick them to win a game. I think it'll be closer, 27-17, but yeah. Ravens defense likes to give up points.
That's fair.
All right. The battle for the AFC South lead. We got the Indianapolis Colts heading to Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida to face the Jacksonville Jaguars.
This Jaguars team, this is the thing. Go ahead.
I can't help but say Jacksonville's going to win this game.
Yeah.
I mean, Jacksonville's trending upward. Indianapolis is trending downward. Indianapolis has lost their last 2, I believe. Jacksonville has won last 3 or 4, I think. I hate that I'm picking Jacksonville. I think it's just the bias, the way they beat the Chiefs. I just won't like them for the rest of the year. But I can't help but admit that Jacksonville's going to win this game 24-21.
That's probably how it's going to be. They're so sneaky. The Colts might play the better game, and it looks like they're going to win. But somehow the Jaguars, you give them the football with a minute left. They've been doing it all year. They're just going to find a way to sneak in and win the game yet again. That's all they've been doing all year. So, yeah, I'm going to say 2017 Jaguars.
Yeah. So, move on. Do we actually have some more than a game moments to share? The first one's actually kind of sad, but the Philadelphia Eagles, their fan base chose to boo their offense when they were performing horribly at Lincoln Financial Field. And I just don't understand how you can be so disrespectful to a team that just graced you with a Super Bowl championship. How you can be so disrespectful to a team that's above 500, leading their division. And are you with them when they're down, or are you just there for them when they're up? You know the phrase, if you don't love me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. I mean, that's a message I'd like to share with the Philadelphia Eagles fans. Like, you stick with your team through thick and thin. And when they're performing terribly, you are there to build them up, and you still support them.
Absolutely.
Another thing they did, which is just, oh, so pathetic. Eggs. Some people decided to throw eggs at the Philadelphia Eagles offensive coordinator's house.
That's ridiculous. I can't believe that.
Yeah. He lives in New Jersey. Kevin Patullo. His house was vandalized after this loss to the Chicago Bears. It was egged. People decided to egg his house, which
you're trespassing someone's home over a. That's just. I can't believe that. I actually can't believe that. It's freaking Eagle fans. Whether they win a Super Bowl or lose a Super Bowl, they will destroy their city. And when their team performs poorly for one game or two games, you decide to throw eggs at your offensive coordinator's house? Like, come
And
on.
you act like someone calling the wrong plays, but maybe the people executing the plays, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, are their houses getting egged too? Either you don't egg this guy's house like you didn't egg the players on the field, or I mean, in all jokishness, like you egg their house too. I mean, that's the only way to make this work rationally. That's the only
Yeah.
way to make this work rationally. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's pathetic, man. I mean,
It is.
right next to climbing light poles and falling to your death. I mean, right. I mean, it's I mean, I don't understand the Philadelphia
You're,
Eagles fan base.
yeah. You're
I don't.
literally trespassing. I just, wow. I can't.
And in other good news, when most players are making fashion statements and they choose to wear things that they don't associate with their team, okay? Very often when they show up to the stadium, they want to wear something very fashionable, nothing related to the team they're playing for, because they know they're already going to represent that in a crazy way. But I just want to share my screen for a moment because the NFL MVP candidate, Drake May, did the exact opposite. As you guys see, Drake May is showing up to the stadium in a Patriots jacket.
That's
See that?
freaking
New England
awesome.
Patriots. On the back, it says Patriots. You see it real quick. And I'm just trying to say this guy is not trying to make a fashion statement, not trying to, you know, wear these crazy track suits or these Joe Burrow fashion suits. He's simply saying, this is the team I play for, and I'm willing to wear this out in public to represent because I'm proud to be a part of this team. It's not just for money, it's not just for a living. Like I truly enjoy being a part of this team and I'll wear this jacket out in public to represent this team. And I think that's just a big testament to who he is as a person and how it's not all for show. It's not for gimmicks. Like, high school players wear their Letterman jackets, so do college players. And I mean, Drake May, hey, even though you're a professional, he's doing it in the NFL too. He's proud to be a New England Patriot and he wants everyone to see that. And I respect the man for it, MVP candidate. So that's one of the many ways that football is more than a game.
Yeah. If I'm a Patriots fan, yeah, he's already a fan favorite. Like you gotta love the dude. Even if you freaking don't root for the Patriots, how can you not like Drake May? I mean, imagine a Kansas City Chief wearing a Chiefs jacket. Like you're in love with that player. You really are. So nah, I gotta give respect to Drake May for that.
And that's one of the many ways that
Anyways,
football
football
is
is
more than a
more
game.
the game.
I'm Brock Jameson. This is my co-host Nick Poland. Tune in next week as we already shared. We're going to discuss the unhealthy negative energy towards replays and teams, instead of choosing to beat teams with their own merit, trying to wait for flags from referees and overturning plays in order to get what they need. I'd like to wish you good luck this weekend as you cheer on your favorite teams. Not Friday, high school football is mainly over, but Saturday and Sunday.